When I was a kid, I remember I would like leaf through all the magazines and try and copy any kind of cartoon or illustration I saw. And I thought, well, now that they're all on social media and everybody's, connected that way, how cool would it be to upload, all of my stuff and I can inspire other people kind of how I used to get inspired when I was a kid. My name is Kelly Edelman. I live in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I am an artist. I have been creating art as long as I've been able to hold a pencil, from the age of 3 or 4. And I developed a love of art. Me and my grandma, we would paint all the time in her kitchen. And also my mom, they're both cartoon artists, and they showed me how to cartoon from a young age. My mom, she had an entire notebook full of cartoon girls she was drawing. And I thought it was the coolest thing in the world when I saw it. So I just started trying to practice and get it to look like her stuff. And then once I, achieved some level of mastery over cartooning, I took it, into a more realistic animation type style. As a kid, I wanted to be a fashion designer. I fell in love with fabric. My aunt was in the theater. She would bring me these large trash bags of cloth, and I would sit downstairs and sketch out little outfits, and I try and piece them together on my Barbies and make a fashion show for my parents, and it kind of morphed into a more traditional mixed media artist. My artistic background is purely personal, self-teaching, a couple YouTube videos. Unfortunately, I didn't go to art school. I went for social work, but while I was doing a lot of work in this community in foster care, I was always incorporating art into my day-to-day. And I was using art therapy to kind of work with the kids and heal, past traumas that they were going through. And the mechanism I used was painting. I'm inspired to create my work through just different photos I've seen or people I've met. I used to go to a lot of music festivals, and so just the costumes I would see, the glitter, the color, I really am influenced by music. It reminds me of my work, and I try and incorporate those like bold colors, those bold like creative patterns into the stuff I'm making. If I could give myself one piece of advice when I was younger, it would be that you can have a very successful career in art, and there are a lot of opportunities for it. And there is a lot of fun projects and connections waiting for you. When I begin creating any of my paintings, I first like to imagine what it looks like in my head, and then I pick out the perfect medium that I think would suit it. A lot of times it is the real brush pen that I want to use, especially when I'm creating hair, eyelashes, eyebrows. And I just start laying out the base colors, and then once that dries, I build on top of it with maybe deeper shadows, and then I go into detail work at the end. The thing I like most about the real brush pens are the portability. I like that I can take them anywhere, and they're no mess, and they're really easy to create with, and they dry almost immediately. You only need about 5 minutes for them to dry. So between that and the watercolor brush pen that they come with, I really think that you can use it for a variety of things, because when you add a little water to these brushes, you can extend the paint and really make a wide variety of colors out of just one shade. Some of my favorite real brush pen colors would have to be this lilac here, this cerulean blue, and I love these lemon yellows. You can add them to any of these green and they just totally pop. So every time I embark on a new project or anything to do with this creative journey, I just think, do your best and never give up, and it's gonna go well. And always have fun with it, because as long as you enjoy what you're doing, you're gonna have a lot of motivation and you're gonna be inspired to keep creating.